Welcome to Boozy Movies, where watching movies and making cocktails is what we do.
Welcome to the Caribbean life.
Today, we are gonna need all hands on deck because we're gonna be making 2 cocktails for Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's very interesting.
A perpetually drunk pirate teams up with a blacksmith to chase a ghost ship crewed by skeletons, because apparently that's just another Tuesday in the Caribbean. Throw in a magical coin, a damsel in distress, and more eyeliner than a goth concert, and you've got Disney's idea of historical fiction.
The first drink is the pirate act that started it all, Barbosa's Mutiny.
It's not possible.
Our second cocktail uses Jack's favorite spirit and is based off of one of his most prized possessions, the Black Pearl.
I'm in the market.
Get ready to walk the plank because we are making Barbosa's Mutiny.
Take a walk.
For Barbosa's Mutiny, you need apple brandy, sweet vermouth, cognac, orange bitters, and a cinnamon stick.
First, we're gonna smoke out a goblet with a cinnamon stick. In a mixing glass, combine 1.5 ounces apple brandy, 1.5 ounces sweet vermouth, 1.5 ounces cognac, and 3 dashes of orange bitters. Add ice and stir until chilled. Strain into the smoked out goblet over an apple rose ice cube. And here is Barbosa's Mutiny. This is kind of like almost a sweet wine drink.
Just hear me out, mate.
We have the apple brandy in there, and that mixes really, really well with the cognac. We always love smoking out the glass with the cinnamon stick, and I think that really adds a lot to the flavor as well.
So it would seem.
Yes, the smokiness adds a kind of curbed flavor to the bitier notes within the cognac.
It is a smart match.
Also, like the apple brandy and the sweet vermouth, you really get all of that blended together into really what would be kind of a very boozy wine.
But why is the rum gone?
I feel like the bite is a little lessened, but I feel like I'm still getting a lot of a little spice on the back of my palate.
Yes, for sure. And then kind of as an aftertaste, you really get that apple in.
Prove me wrong.
And just to talk about the scene where it's coming from, Miss Swan asks for a parlay.
I invoke the right of parley.
And then eventually she ends up in Barbosa's quarters to eat dinner. And he tells her, like, eat the apple, and he's
Drink
all
the wine, right?
watching her with, great anticipation, and she's like snarfing down the food, and he's like,
Try the wine.
she, starts drinking the wine and kind of quizzical a little bit of why he's so excited about that. And we find out later that what's happened is Barbosa and the crew have been cursed.
So there is a curse.
Well, speaking of mutiny, our second cocktail is actually what the 2 captains were fighting over, and that is the Black Pearl.
Avast! Before we do that, I ask me hearties to stop for 1 second and hit that like, subscribe if you haven't, and ring that bell. Bing-a-ling-ling.
Before we have a mutiny here, let's just go ahead. We're gonna make the Black Pearl. We'll all get along.
Welcome aboard the Black Pearl.
For the Black Pearl, we'll be using fresh ginger, blood orange juice, hibiscus syrup, black spice rum, Goldschlager, Jägermeister, pineapple juice, saline, activated charcoal, silver glitter, a hibiscus flower, and a bourbon cherry.
Muddle sliced ginger with 1/4 ounce blood orange juice and 1/2 ounce hibiscus syrup. Add in 1/2 ounce spiced rum, 3/4 ounce Goldschlager, 1/2 ounce Jägermeister, 1 ounce pineapple juice, dropper of saline, 1/2 capsule of activated charcoal, and silver glitter. Add ice, cover, and shake until chilled. Strain into a highball with a sphere. Garnish with a bourbon cherry in a cocktail clip and a hibiscus flower placed on top. And here we have it, the Black Pearl.
Well, if this drink curses me, we're gonna have words.
So,
Ooh,
very tropical,
wow.
very spicy.
I know exactly what you mean, love.
There's a lot of deepness, there's a lot of richness that's actually coming from the Jägermeister.
Yeah.
in there. And then just a touch of blood orange juice and pineapple juice, and then that spice from the ginger.
Oh, the ginger is really coming through now. It's wow. It's
Yes.
really good.
A craftsman is always pleased to hear his work is appreciated.
Some
really good.
pointers when you're muddling ginger. We froze our ginger and it becomes easier to muddle, and it actually produces more juice or liquid when you're muddling it. So I highly recommend freezing it, thawing it out, of course, before you muddle.
It softens it up.
It really softens it up.
That's the thing.
You know what you're doing, I'll give you that.
We put in a little silver glitter, and that was just kind of like a fun thing. It makes it a little mystical, little magical. I noticed some like little flakes in the bottom here. I was like, oh, what's that? Is that like seeds or something? No, it's little flakes from the Goldschlager.
Do you think this wise boy?
That was totally intentional. I thought it would be a lot of fun to have gold flakes from the Goldschlager, not to mention that cinnamon spice. So
Yeah.
a couple
Cinnamon
of
and the ginger is really
super
good together.
Yeah, really, really good.
I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
It's actually all inspired by the real Jack Sparrow, who was actually Jack Ward.
What do you say to 3 shillings? And we forget the name.
He was actually a commissioned privateer for England, and then eventually turned pirate, like all the other pirates.
But you have heard of me.
So we also have a very fun garnish here. We got a bourbon cherry and a hibiscus flower.
Yes, kind of looks like an octopus, which of course the Kraken doesn't come in until later in the series, but it was just a fun garnish. And the other thing is that we do have hibiscus syrup in here.
Nothing I'd lament being rid of.
That was the other reason why we used the hibiscus flower. And I used the bourbon cherry because it made it look like a little octopus.
Yeah, in the head. And it's all edible, so that's fantastic.
That is a wonderful trick.
Let's bring in the other cocktail, Barbosa's Mutiny, and let's talk about the casting for this movie. We'll start with Orlando Bloom. This was arguably his second major film
Yeah.
that he started.
Right. I mean, his sort of role in Lord of the Rings, I think, led to this. I mean, they were filmed, within a couple of years of each other.
If you were waiting for the opportune moment, that was it.
Being able in a couple of the biggest franchises in movie history.
Right.
Like that's pretty cool.
You've been planning this from the beginning.
Secondly, of course, Keira Knightley.
Jan is a big fan of her work.
That is too bold.
She's in a lot of period pieces, so she was kind of an obvious choice. They're like, hey, she already knows how to put on a corset.
I can't breathe.
And that helps.
It takes skill.
It does.
I've never done it.
She generally, like my impression of her is that she plays a lot of strong, beautiful, conflicted women, like doesn't quite know what she is yet. And she does it for several years in her career.
I think we've all arrived at a very special place, eh?
Then, star of the show.
Yes, the leading man, Johnny Depp.
It's kind of the perfect role for him. I mean, he's had the Willy Wonkas, right?
Yeah.
And then he's in this. Even his role in Sleepy Hollow, he's a little,
Offbeat?
a little off a bit,
You're welcome.
But I like some of his movies that are where he's a little more serious.
Okay.
Like What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Also Public Enemies. I know some people don't really like it. I think critics panned it a little bit, but it's him, it's Christian Bale. Michael Mann directed it. Really sort of fun kind of gangster movie. Highly recommend checking that one out.
Your funeral.
So, for those of you who are fans of Johnny Depp, we have another movie coming up in a couple of weeks. It's for the season. Can you guess what it is? Throw it in the comments. We're not going to tell you, but we'll have 2 cocktails for that. And every single week, we will have 1 more movie, 2 more cocktails, and we've got a Halloween special coming up.
Yeah, so many Halloween specials coming up. Like a month of Halloween specials
A month
coming
of
up.
Halloween specials.
One of them might even be a Tim Burton film. Who's to say? We don't know. We haven't recorded it yet.
Yeah, we have.
Up here we have. All right. On that note, I think we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna cheers. We're gonna see you next week with another great movie and obviously 2 boozy cocktails.
Yes.
Cheers.
Can't wait. See you next week.